Hey, how's it going, everybody? So today I'm going to be talking about The Maven Knight by Matthew Romeo. This is a Kickstarter edition. I got the signature right there. You got the nice map of Pangea right here. This is the actual setting of the story. You have some drawings of the actual characters in the books, and you have a description of the magic base system, as well as an index that talks about all the different terminology and what they mean. So this book is written in first person. You have two POV characters, Talir and Serena. They find each other as well as some other people inside of a prison ship that is traveling across the Pyrak Desert. And they are on their way to be put into prison when the ship is downed. And it is their journey together, figuring out what the terms Maven Knight mean, what the terms Providence and the Tome is, to find this location. They find out that they're involved in a larger plot to perform a coup of the government. And so they are trying to prevent that from happening. You have Talir, who owns a set of Maven Knight armor, but he doesn't understand what that means or what it is. It was just handed down to him from his father. And the story tells you how all the different abilities that the Maven Knights had and how Talir can actually come to use those abilities. And so I think that the story is pretty interesting. The characters are, sort of just characters that you would see in other stories. You have the gruff veteran who is reluctant to teach, but decides to anyway. You have the student who wants to learn but is stubborn and very quick to anger. You have the mysterious woman who has a backstory that she refuses to tell anybody about. You have people who start off as enemies who become friends, and you have a larger plot that develops throughout the course of the story. And so the first book, it's not too long. It's 350 pages. So I would say it's a pretty quick read. I think that the story is pretty good. I like that very familiar storyline personally. The setting is this world that was basically shattered in this cataclysm 1,000 years ago. After the cataclysm, there was three cities that basically arose from this, and then there's several villages and towns that you interact with throughout the story. The There are very few people that have a full set of Maven Knight armor. Most of the time, you have bits and pieces scattered throughout. Different people will wear maybe the shoulder pads or they'll wear the chest plate. But the setting is sci-fi with some fantasy sprinkled into it. So mainly sci-fi. There's a lot of ships, technology. There's nanite storms called royals. So if you like sci-fi or you like fantasy, I think this would be a good read for both people. And I would say that the main issue that I have with the book is the language. It's the way that people talk. They use very modern terminology, and to me, it's a little bit off-putting, because maybe it's just me, but like in my head, I don't picture those people or those type of people talking that way. Um, so they will use phrases um, that you can hear right now, like near you in everyday talk. And for me, I don't know. I think it kind of takes me away from the story. Um, they do have several things that are very in-world terminology. Like they use the word fragging a lot when they're swearing, kind of similar if you've read like Brandon Sanderson, where he has his own swearing terminology to substitute in there. But yeah, I would say that's my biggest issue, because I think that the characters they're pretty standard characters. So that's I like, and the setting is, I think, fairly unique while also feeling comfortable, I guess, in some similarities to different stories. And the plot is good. I think the plot is interesting, and I think that's what kind of gives the story. And again, I won't take away too much from the story because the last 50 or 60 pages just had me on the edge of my seat. Like I could not stop reading because I needed to finish it. It was very good. There are some lulls in it, and again, this is, um, from my understanding, this is his first book. He re-released it as a collector's edition that I think looks good. I think again, I'm sure it'll be improved. The writing will be improved upon in the later books as he's getting more used to writing. Um, but yeah, overall, I like the book, and I'm looking forward to reading the second book.